You've got to be careful now. There's a new intelligentsia. Even though I could barely get that word out, when talking about these people. At least the first half of it. You got Paul Joseph Watson, a fellow Brit, I guess. Maybe. This guy is just... I don't even know where to begin on this fucking guy. Wears lipstick? Drives me mental that he's got these big fucking kipper lips. Can't help it, whatever. But I'm sure anyway, unless his lips are just that colour. Wears lipstick, like shiny glimmer. It's fucking weird, alright? When he's talking. Loves himself. It's obvious when he's talking. It's the way that especially recently, like, I don't mean like he's in love with him, I just mean like they love like the brand, they love themselves. It's a huge platform, Infowars. It's got a lot of viewers, more than fucking shitty MSNBC and CNN. And if you're gonna watch the news, it's fucking... This is what's happened, right? Infowars have been put on fake news lists. And at first I was like, what the fuck? Like, just because it's the Clinton campaign, this fucking leftist establishment bullshit, that put them on this list. But really, like, they should be on that list, right? What's happened is the news has gone so fucking crazy. And the world's gone so fucking nuts. And they've stayed just as fucking nuts as they always were. The paradigm's changed so much that now they're all... Shut the fuck up. Now they're all on the... What was I saying? Oh yeah. Now they look fucking sane and logical and reasonable. But, to watch it and to really put, like, credence into these people and listen to them talk about how we are the new media and we are the... Oh, gee, man, the wit. Like, these guys are delusional, man. They don't realise that, like, whether it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, Infowars isn't going to be around forever. I don't mean, like, some government's going to close it down. That was bullshit. Like, where they kept trying to give themselves the royal smudge. The royal smudge from Matt Drudge and the Drudge Report. Well, this is Drudge and they're going to shut us all down. No, they said they were going to shut you down to Matt Drudge. And you, once again, this is why Matt Drudge probably didn't want to appear on the air with Alex either, because he knew Alex was just going to use it in fucking every clip for 10 years. Like, that's just another thing about, like, especially if you have any sort of history. I mean, I've watched Infowars for fucking years and years and years and years. And, I've known Alex is a fraud since Bill Cooper exposed him. The David Duke, yes, David Duke. I mean, say what you will about the man, but the dude can fucking talk, and he knows his subject, let's just say. He went on the Alex Jones show about... I don't even want to guess when it was, but it wasn't that long ago, maybe up to about a year ago. And, Alex just brought him in, like, pure, just trying to, like, sort of test it, sort of bring this guy, see if he could, like, sort of bring this guy into the fold. The interview, Alex very rarely removes things from YouTube, okay? He had to remove it from YouTube because it just red-pilled people. People were just like, what the fuck? Like, Alex is just a manipulative liar, and, like, it's suddenly, like, it was never more obvious. I mean, I can tell every single interview Alex does this, and it drives me mental because I notice it, but most people don't even realise it. And when he does become apparent, he just covers it with, like, oh, I just get excited and really into this stuff, and sorry, I just can't help interrupting. But he is determined, and his sole purpose, other than being this, like, clownish buffoon, to, smear us all, is, like, his purpose is to control and drive the conversation into and out of the areas where it is and is not appropriate for the agenda that he serves. And we're not going to get into that agenda, but it was, and who's behind that, but, let's just say, let's just say the David Duke versus Alex Jones debate is up on YouTube. I believe David Duke put it up, so you can still watch it. You have to watch it. Like, if you watch Alex Jones and you have no idea about this guy, and you don't realise, maybe you just listen to me like, what? Alex is just an honest working Texan, man. He's never done anything wrong. He doesn't infiltrate legitimate protests in order to make them one of his circuses. And, you know, I think Paul Joseph Watson tried to, like, mend the fence with that whole thing by saying something like, but we bring, you know, Infowars brings the media attention. What, you mean the dinosaur old media? Shouldn't Infowars just cover it? If you're this new big media? Why do you have to go there and take over it and take over the narrative? To make sure it doesn't go... Sorry. To make sure it doesn't go all those places that you don't want it to go. That's all it's about. It's very simple stuff. Most people just don't know about it. And the hilarious part about that interview is, like, Alex Jones just gets so flustered. David Duke's obviously going on big time about the Jews. And everything he's saying, like, I'm Googling it and I'm just like, oh my god. And Alex Jones... Hold on a second, I'm having a fucking Hillary thing here. It's early in the morning. Hold on a second. There we go, I'm back. Sorry, I have a flu. It's quite early, and when I get up early in the morning and I have flu, I'm quite phlegmy. Let's go now. It's Donald Trump. So yeah, it's stupidness. He starts going on about, like, the Jews and stuff like this to Alex. And Alex is just like, well, you know, that's basically like the argument he has. Oh my god, with this guy, it's just, you know, the thing I get, David, you know, he gets real, like, reasonable. The thing I don't get, David, is every problem's just a Jew. Is that what it is? Just everything's a Jew? Oh, I've had this with all the anti-Mason guys, where they put this sort of supernatural power on, you know, on people. They put this sort of supernatural... Because, you know, he's just... Well, he's talking about, like, people who are obsessed with Masons and obsessed with it. He starts putting them all in this same category, like he does, once again, this whole divide and conquer thing. They're obsessed with it. That's all Infowars actually does. Like, all the shit he talks about, he's doing to you. His fucking listeners. I mean, for a long time, right, it was just for the benefit of, like, you know, himself, personally, financially, whatever. I'm not completely opposed. As long as he's not telling people to kill people, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, you know what I mean? If he's making money off these idiots, whatever, I watch his show. He's making money off, well, he's not, because I watch the, let's just say, the alternative stream. But, I don't know, he's probably still making money off me somehow. And fair play to him. Because I watch him because, you know, it's a bit of a, like I said, it's just, to me, it's satire. You know, it's a comedy show. He's a funny character, despite the fact that, you know, he's malevolent and very much trying to do our cause harm. But, you know, you honestly, go watch the David Duke thing, just because, I mean, I'm not any big fan of David Duke. David Duke talks a lot of sense, and I do believe that groups of Jews hold an abnormal amount of power. It's ridiculous. You start looking, you can't even deny it. Just do some Wikipedia. You just say, why is that's anybody a fucking Jew? Like, why? Like, there's two answers, right? There's a conspiracy, or they really are, like, the chosen superior people. Those are the two fucking answers. So just give me one. Just give me one. Let's just talk about it. 2% of the population in the United States. Yet every fucker on TV, every person, like half the fucking Congress, all the people that, like, all the people that have ever fucking run the Federal Reserve. Like, it's insane. It would be like, they're probably They probably have like similar population to like the transgenders in the United States. Where the fuck are all them? There's more Jews than gay people in Congress. Are there more Jews than gays? I mean, it's not, I'm not saying like, they're killing us all, but I just want to know, when you talk about it, how come suddenly Alex Jones, who one day is like, you can't let them shut you down with his phrase like Islamophobia, Paul Joseph Watson cannot get enough of Muslim bashing. When he's talking about the fucking, these primitive people coming to this country, not primitive because they are Muslim, well, it doesn't help. Not primitive because they are Arabs or Asians, but just because that's just the fucking state of their country that they're coming from. It's fucking backwards in many ways to us, I guess. Some places of the world maybe chopping heads and fucking, declitting women is progressive. I don't know. Maybe I'm not well travelled, eh? Maybe that's what maybe that's the issue. I'm not cultured enough. Maybe if I was more cultured, female genital mutilation wouldn't turn my stomach. But, so, and I'm all alongside when he's talking about that, like, why are they all, but then, okay, yeah, and like, why are all the heads of the Federal Reserve being Jewish? Whoa, what? Anti-Semite? We need to make sure these corners of the internet aren't associated with the likes of Infowars. That grand, what a... I mean, do we even need to go on to it? Shall I play the fucking... sound clips of, audio clips of Alex Jones screaming about the Russians at the Millennium? You can find that out there as well. Oh, and the best part of that whole David Duke thing as well is right at the end he gets like, it's the worst thing ever. Like I said, I don't like David Duke. Like I said, I listen to a lot of things he says, and he speaks, once again, he's a really educated, he knows his subject, right? And I think he speaks a lot of truth about Jewish interests and Jewish control and everything like that, but there's something about the dude, man. There is, like, he was part of the clan, and there's something very clanny about him. He's got this sort of very nice smile, and he's, like, sounds polite and very well educated in that, but I don't trust the dude. But, that's just me. And, yeah, it's... So, once again, I needed to do this because Infowars has just gotten such popularity recently, and I'm sure it'll die down after the whole election period. Maybe not, we'll see what Donald Trump starts doing. But, let's just hope that that the parts of the media, let's just say, that get swept aside, and the parts of the dirty little parts of the internet and Reddits, where all they talk about is Nazis and Hitler and memes. He said in the same sentence, he admits that he doesn't even understand that, like, half of this fucking Nazi shit and stuff like that is just lulz. It's lulz, you fucking old man. Paul Joseph Watson needs to spend less time with his cock tucked between his legs, lipstick on, hair let loose, looking in the mirror. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck you too, Paul. Alex! Get out! And who's that new guy? I actually like that new guy. That fucking, he's a bit fucking mental in the head, which is why I like him. Is his name Owen or something? It's freaky, right? He's got the same fucking lips as Paul Joseph Watson. Like, what? Maybe Alex just, like, that's the whole Infowars thing. You have to give him a kiss on the lips before the fucking But, no, that Owen dude's pretty cool. I can't remember his fucking name, man, but he's always sad that he does his show usually, like, flanked by these two of those hot info girls. And, it's still, it's still the same shit, but there's something about that kid that he's pretty funny. So I'm not gonna say don't watch Infowars or anything like that. Watch whatever the fuck you want, okay? Watch Lies. I don't give a fuck. Watch CNN. I don't give a fuck. But just, you know, understand that Infowars is not this fucking source of truth and fake news means real news and we're in post-truth, but they're exactly the same as they always were. They haven't changed. The world's changed.